What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be talking about something special that I did already end up mentioning in my community post on my YouTube channel. So if you don't know what that is, you go to my YouTube channel and there's going to be a community section or a community tab right then and there, and I end up posting regularly in that section. So today's video, obviously you're going to see in the title of it, is going to be explaining why I am not going to be streaming to Twitch anymore. It is very unfortunate. It's not a decision that I wanted to make, but unfortunately my hand is being forced because I'm being strong-armed by both Twitch and YouTube. So to kind of put this into perspective, let me just say that over the past couple weeks, I ended up doing some live streams, and you guys, you know, some people that I wish I could shout out, but I didn't write down their names. They ended up telling me quite literally that when you become an affiliate on Twitch, it's actually against their terms of service to live stream to any other website at the same time that you're live streaming to Twitch. And further than that, you actually technically can't upload any streams that you have done on Twitch for 24 hours to any other website. So if you're live streaming on Twitch, you technically can't upload your stream to YouTube until it's been 24 hours. Technically. And that's, of course, if you're an affiliate or if you're a partner and you're actually making money from Twitch. Now, the thing is, I started taking this a little bit more seriously, more so because I ended up getting contacted by Twitch saying that I actually qualified to become a partner. And that was actually really cool because I was starting to slowly make a bit of an extra amount of money, just kind of side money to pay the bills. It wasn't anything spectacular, not nearly as much as I'm making off of YouTube, because YouTube I'm just making a full-time living. Twitch, it was just kind of like tips in a restaurant or something like that, you know? So it was definitely helping me out for that little bit of extra cash flow that I was actually getting on Twitch, especially during the low months of YouTube when I'm not making as much money off of the YouTube videos. And I'm not trying to necessarily bring up the money, but you know, there is a point to this that I will get to a little bit later in the video. So essentially, because they ended up offering me partnership, I asked them, what's the deal with this? You know, can I not stream on Twitch and YouTube? You know, it says that it's against your guys' terms of service. And they, oddly enough, didn't just give me a yes or no answer. They said that it's a little bit more complicated than that. How's about we set up a call with you at some type of a specific time, and then we can talk about it. Now, I think that just because of all the offers that I've gotten for like YouTube partnerships and stuff like that, I think that was just a lie. I think they were just trying to get me in a call because they were trying to incentivize me to swap over to Twitch or something like that. But I quite literally told them that, you know, if you guys give me an ultimatum, I'm gonna run over to YouTube. I am not going to be swapping over to Twitch just because, frankly, I'm not making enough of a living off of it for doing the random live streams and stuff. Even though I do think that Twitch is a lot better for live streaming in a lot of regards. But with YouTube, you know, you guys have the opportunity of actually being notified. More people can end up catching my YouTube streams and stuff. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about the whole thing. But for right now, I'm just making the decision where I'm going to stay dedicated to the YouTube channel 110%. Most of all, because of how YouTube is treating it. Now, I would be perfectly fine with actually saving my streams for Twitch, because, you know, and kind of promoting Twitch and having you guys go over there so you could watch my live streams and stuff like that. However, turns out that YouTube is also against streaming to multiple platforms, which I find ridiculous because YouTube is not really known for streaming. Even though they've gotten a lot better at streaming through the years, it's not really something that YouTube's known for, you know? Now, one of the things that I find really disappointing about is that we're talking about YouTube here. So obviously it's very, very difficult to track down the specifics that say that they are against you live streaming to other websites. But as typical with YouTube, you know, it's not so much that you read it in their terms of service, more so that you hear about the channels that have been affected by it. So there's been plenty of other really big channels that have actually been affected in a very negative way by YouTube, just out and out destroying them because they were streaming to multiple platforms at once, you know, and including if you make a video on YouTube announcing that you're going live on Twitch at a certain time, YouTube will crack down on that video. They will actually give you a community strike, and ironically, they'll take away your ability to stream on YouTube which I find funny because it's like, dude, they weren't streaming on YouTube in the first place, so you taking that away from them is not that big a deal. However, there are a lot more ramifications if you end up actually getting a community strike from YouTube in general. But the point is that they don't even want you promoting other websites. Now, this is where, when I talked about earlier about the finances and my own personal revenue, this is where that comes in, because I am very, very frustrated about both Twitch and YouTube actually doing this. I understand why they're doing it, you know, because obviously they want to generate more income for themselves. But the part that I find so frustrating about is the fact that both of these websites, you know, kind of paint this picture that you can make a living from them, you know, and you know, all of this stuff, make your dreams come true, blah blah blah. We're all about the creators, we're all about content creators. Clearly neither of them are, because if they were about content creators, a content creator like myself being able to stream to multiple platforms at the same time gives me more opportunity to end up making more income, as opposed to them forcing you to end up streaming to only one at a time. Means that they want to make more of the income off of your videos. You know what I'm saying? And I find it very discouraging and annoying, because I like giving you guys options. That's what I'm always about, you know, in terms of if you guys want to watch me on YouTube or you want to watch me on Twitch, okay, you have the option of doing that. The same as when I talk about, you know, like becoming a member on the channel or subbing to me on Twitch, for example. And it's like, you guys have the option of doing that, and I never try to force you into it. I never try to guilt you into it like the websites themselves have you do. Because the funny thing is that whenever you end up getting the opportunity to either be you know, a Twitch partner, or you know, end up getting sponsorships or members on YouTube now, the funny thing is that they end up promoting a couple websites and talking about, like, here's a couple guys that are a very prime example of how you can actually end up making more money and make more money and make people feel guilty and lock out certain features on the channel, and overall just kind of make it like a monetized pay to win in a small format anyways, of here, you have to give them incentive to want to actually sub to you and spend money on you and stuff. And it's like, again, like, I'm not for that, man. You know, I'm already making a full-time living off of YouTube, so I'm perfectly fine. Okay, even all of this stuff that I'm ranting about right now, I don't want you guys to think for 1 second that I'm saying that I'm not making enough money. I'm making enough money from my YouTube videos alone. It's just, I like giving you guys the option of being able to watch me on multiple stream platforms. Just whether you're watching both of them at the same time like a freak, or you just prefer watching on Twitch because there's not as much of a delay between what I actually do and what you see on the live stream. Whatever. Okay, so that's where I get really passionate about and I get really frustrated about, but unfortunately I don't have a choice in it. So that's why I've made the decision. I'm just going to be exclusively streaming to YouTube, most of all because I don't really know how Twitch works. I've never bothered to learn how Twitch works. Possibly in the future I might end up swapping over to Twitch, but I don't see it, because YouTube's actually getting a lot better at the way that it works, you know, with their live streaming and stuff like that. So on one hand, it's frustrating. On the other hand, it does make my job a lot simpler, because streaming to one platform rather than two means that I don't have to keep up with twice as many chats, also just keeping up with twice as many websites, trying to tell me what to do, whatever. And yeah, so unfortunately, I will say that if any of you guys watching this right now are subbed to me on Twitch, I would, you know, I know that a lot of you are actually just subbed to me with Twitch Prime, which is a free way that you can end up helping people out on Twitch. YouTube doesn't have anything like that. But if you guys are just doing a normal sub, you know, and you're already paying for it on Twitch, I would actually recommend that you unsub from me on Twitch and just end up clicking that join button down below on this video, because becoming a member on YouTube essentially is going to do the exact same thing as it does if you subbed on Twitch, where you're going to be paying a monthly fee, and then you're also, which is going to go to me, of course, and help me out, and then you're also going to end up getting a custom icon that's going to be next to your username when you're leaving comments in videos, and then also you get custom emojis that you can end up using in my YouTube live streams, which I have all those exact same custom emojis on my Twitch as well. It's just, as of right now anyways, you know, you can kind of hear how back and forth I am about this whole thing, but as of right now, it's just going to be YouTube. I'm not saying never, you know, I'm in the habit of never saying never. So possibly in the future, I could end up swapping over to Twitch, but I don't think so, because as I'm swapping over to YouTube now, it means that my Twitch numbers are gonna go down. And because of it, I don't think I'm gonna qualify for partnership anymore. I don't know. We'll just kind of see what happens, but as of right now, it's just going to be all YouTube. So I just wanted to have this video out to you guys definitively to explain the process and why I ended up making the decision to ultimately end up going over to YouTube, and just say thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the support that you guys ended up giving me on Twitch. I wish that I could still be streaming to both platforms, but it's just not going to happen, man. Unfortunately, both of these websites are just, they're a bit too much self-interest, you know what I mean? But it makes perfect sense. I don't mean to be overly critical about them. It's just that I'm a little bit salty about the whole situation. In either case, thank you for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, sub, hit that notification bell. And again, if you want to support me, you can always hit that join button down below. You can always buy some of my merch in the description down below. But if you don't have any money and you still want to help me out, there's links down below for Gawkbox as well as Solidarity app. Those are going to be ways that you can end up earning money for free within 2 to 5 minutes that you can then end up donating to me. And I have a video explaining how that works as well, so you can check that out. Have a great day regardless, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Sign on and stay epic.